Alrighty, cleaning your mower, and if you have it, a putty knife. You gotta take this off and make sure you dump out the bag when it is full, and you'll see grass all in here. Make sure your mower's off. Grab everything and get it out of there. And then when you're done mowing for the day, make sure your gas tank is towards you, and you can find somewhere to tip it like that. Maybe have something there so it doesn't lay down all the way, but it's okay if it does all the way, like, let me see, like that. What happens when it's on its side perfect like that, gas might come out of there and oil might come out the side. So that's why we put it on a little bit of an angle. Just gonna take some maneuvering and put it on like something that's a little bit higher, so that's off the ground some. And then instead of like flat, it's got a little bit of angle so all this fuel and stuff doesn't come out. If this gas tank is on the other side and you flip it, gas will pour out. So make sure the gas side's towards you. Under here, you want to kind of pull anything that's loose. You know, scrape what's loose in here. You know, grass. You can get with your hand, you can scrape whatever. You know, get all the stuff that's bunched up in there. But get that out with your hand and putty knife, or hand first. Then you can spray it and get some of the rest of the grass off. It doesn't have to be perfect. See how there's stuff on there still, but you try not to let it build up, because all that does is obstruct the blade. And if you keep doing that, it pushes grass up into here, into there, and causes the blade or the belt to seize up or come off track or break. And then also up in here, if you let grass build up in here, it'll cause the transmission to seize up as well. And then somehow it causes pressure in here, and that's where that gear ends up popping off. So you can't keep bunching this whole thing up with so much grass that there's pressure on it. You have to empty that bag once it gets about 3/4 full. You can fill the bag. You will have to dump it a lot. And then don't cut it on the lowest setting. That is a problem, because first off, all these have to be equal. They have to be the same height. You can't be the highest here and the lowest here. You count these little pegs, they all got to be the same. And I would do the third one from the bottom up, or fourth one depending on your grass. If you cut your grass so low that it's called scalping and you see the brown of your grass, that's bad, because when you cut it too low, it causes disease, and it causes it to burn and all this bad stuff, and causes more weeds and kills your grass. So in the beginning of the summer, you can cut it low, but you have to cut it every week. But if you let it grow out, you have to cut it a little bit higher, because as the grass grows, okay, if you keep cutting it short, like once a week, you'll see that it'll be like that. But if you cut it real short and then wait 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see the brown on the bottom will get longer. So when you cut it, all you'll see is brown. That's why you want to move up and cut and leave a little bit green on top, at least, because otherwise it'll kill the grass. But I can explain to you that in person and show you in person as well.